Yo, what's going on, Postcode? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're talking about chapter 20 of Samurai 8. Samurai 8 yet again with a brand new, absolutely solid chapter. I think I'm going to rate this one a very, very impressive and solid 4 stars. As we can see, 69% of you guys said it was a 5-star chapter. So Samurai is it's becoming a lot more popular, at least from what I can tell. You guys are really enjoying Samurai 8, and me too. I'm really feeling like this is starting to become, and this sounds so stupid and obvious, but it really feels like it's starting to become a Kishimoto manga. Like, I'm reading this, I'm getting the same Naruto vibe that I got from way before. There's just something about Kishimoto's characters which you just instantly fall for them and instantly care for them. Like, anything could happen to any of these guys, even Kotsuga and Ryu. And I mean, we all know I love Ryu. Ryu is my favorite character in the entire series. Straight away, me and him just had some sort of connection. But even characters I don't really care about too much, like Kotsuga, I still care for them. So if something was to happen to them, and I still hold by my prediction from a few chapters ago that I still think Kotsuga will die by the end of this arc, then it will hit me emotionally and it will hit me hard like Kishimoto always does. But as we move on to what some of you guys had to say, we got Eternal Strike Gamer said it was easily a 5-star chapter. This series has been on a roll lately. Hearing that a samurai's body automatically repairs is pretty cool. Now, the next time Hachimaru gets sliced in the head, I won't be on the edge of my seat like the last chapter. That's a relief. Ryu is still quite strange. I'm shocked he doesn't even know what a master is, or else consider Kotsuga one. This just gets more and more interesting, and these samurai say these large number of enemies like it's no big deal. That's badass. And I saw a black marking on Hachimaru's face. I wonder if that's a power of his. Maybe the power of the key on his forehead, or could just be a regular shadow. This chapter is lit yet again, and I cannot wait to order the first 2 volumes when they release in my area. Yes, me too. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out on the volumes when they release, hopefully in my local bookstores in the next few weeks. But one thing I want to quickly mention on is what I believe to be the marking regarding Hachimaru that you talked about. Now, I'm sort of on the same wavelength as you, because it is interesting. Now, there's 3 things it could be. It could be, like you said, it could be a power of his, a power-up, something like that. It could just be some shading that Okubo did. Or it could just be some sort, because it kind of does look like some sort of like goggles. Now, we know he needs glasses, so maybe these are his new glasses. I'm not too sure, but I think it's one of those 3. It'll be interesting to see how consistent that is in the coming chapters, whether it is just some shading or something else entirely different. As for Ryu, you guys, like I said, you know how much I love Ryu. Ryu is so interesting. There's something about his character which is just absolutely, it's so intriguing to me, the secrets that this guy has. I think we can all agree right now that Ryu is something special. Something very special. Even Daruma, an insane famous samurai, looked at him and says, "Who are you?" Like, for someone like Daruma to be that surprised by the presence or mystery surrounding another samurai, you know there's something unique and mysterious and important about him. So when we finally get the truth of that, whether it be at the end of this arc, which I feel as though this battle royale, and whoever set this battle royale up, I know I had this little theory that maybe it was actually Ryu himself that set up this battle royale, but if that's not the case, whoever it did, I think Ryu is going to be a vital clog in this arc to keep it ticking, and I think we're going to learn so much of it by the end. And I can't wait to see what it is, because I saw people theorizing that maybe he's going to have some sort of like samurai virus. I think that does make a lot of sense. What is the cause of his amnesia, and what are his origins? That, whether or not we get that at this arc, I don't know, but I think it's one of the most anticipated things, for me at least, in this series right now. Alvin Anis chips in and says 5 stars because, oh my god, this chapter surprised us all again. Who is Ryu and Kotsuga? those two are really interesting, and this Battle Royale thing is also a mystery. Man, I can't wait for the next chapter. So yeah, going back to Ryu and Kotsugo again, they definitely seem to be the hot topic surrounding Samurai 8 at the minute. Ryu, like I just said, something special. Kotsugo, on the other hand, he doesn't seem all that special at all. Even in the very final panel, when they were all starting the Battle Royale and you had Ryu, Daruma and Hachimaru all slicing down their enemy, Kotsugo was actually sort of flinched back. He didn't go straight in for the fight, and there's clearly something about him. So to see his backstory and Ryu's and how they met up, I was completely wrong. I thought maybe they'd be lifelong friends, brothers maybe even, something like that, but it turns out Kotsugo only just picked up Ryu off the streets. I think it was like a few weeks or maybe months at max, so they don't go as far back as I actually thought that they did. So to see the backstory of each of them individually, probably more likely to get Kotsugo anytime soon as opposed to Ryu, because he's such a mystery that I feel like it would almost be spoiling it if we got it so soon. But just to see how they got together, I think would be good enough right now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Kotsugo actually is. Like I said, I'm still holding firmly onto the fact that I think Kotsugo will die by the end of this arc and Ryu will join Hachimaru's squad. Kishimoto, Okubo, give us a name for the squad, please. I don't want to keep saying Hachimaru squad. You know, give us an incredible name like how you got the Black Balls, the Straw Hats. Give us something like that. I am begging you. And then the last couple of comments that you guys left was Hussein Dafar says 5 stars, absolutely amazing. And then Kerol Chatagun says that Samurai 8 is always a 4 or 5 stars, but mostly 5. But with all those out of the way, I think I'm going to quickly comment on this, because a lot of people in the, not necessarily the Samurai 8 fandom, it seems to be more from people who dislike Samurai 8. Now, I don't know the exact numbers surrounding the pre-orders of Samurai 8, okay? But a lot of people keep saying and throwing out that Samurai 8 is going to get axed. Now, I don't know if that's just me, but I really can't see that being the case. Like I said, when I talked about Tokyo Shinobi Squad and the potential of that getting axed, when it comes to a series getting axed, you can sort of smell it quite early on. It's really hard to explain, but I'm sure you've all read a new series as it comes out, and sometimes, I don't know what it is, but some series, they just have that axed type of feel to them for some reason, and it's something which I can't pinpoint what the actual reasoning is, but there's just something about a series. Samurai 8 doesn't have that. Plus, it's Kishimoto at the end of the day. Now, I'm not saying that just because he's a world-famous mangaka, he's completely immune to being sacked, essentially, and axed. That's not the case at all. But to axe Kishimoto within the first couple of, by the time it was to get axed, if it would be first 30 chapters, I don't know. I can't see it being the case. And the volume numbers that 1 and 2 sell are going to be so distinctive on how the future of the series goes, because if they aren't well, then 1, that would surprise me, but B, I don't even have a B. I'd just be so damn surprised. Now, I'm not too worried about it. I think Samurai is going to do well. I can see the fandom. It's quite quickly build up quite a solid and respectable fan base, and I feel like it keeps on growing. I feel us guys, the Samurai 8 fans, we just got to keep pushing out the Samurai 8 agenda out there. Keep on pushing it. Now, I know a lot of people refuse. I know them personally, and I suppose at the end of the day, it's their opinion as much as I just disagree with it entirely. I know there's some people out there who will refuse to read Samurai 8 because it's Kishimoto. And yes, that does sound stupid, because at least in my opinion, it is stupid. If you refuse to read a series just because of who it's by, because you are a huge fan of a rival series, I've never, ever understood that. The whole rival manga thing, it baffles me so much. Like, they are manga, not football teams, they are manga. I can't get my head around it. I've seen Bleach fans, One Piece fans, you name it, say, I will not read Samurai 8 because it's by Kishimoto and he's a rival to Naruto, One Piece, and baffles me, absolutely baffles me. But we just need to keep pushing that Samurai 8 agenda, I think, because it is heating up so much. I love it. There's just something about it. The characters, I think, more than anything, have such a rich Kishimoto vibe to them that I just fall in love with them instantly. You've got the whole Annie Twitter love, the whole words, you know, rawness, swag. You've got that with Atta. And then with Hachimaru's crew, we've just got a bit of everything. The personality, it's a family, and that is, it's so damn good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad and help us grow to 3K by the end of the year. If you can, share the video around and show your friends. Leave all your thoughts and opinions as well on this chapter in the comment section down below, as well as always. I'll be seeing you guys in another video, but until then, peace. おびき寄せられた神々の化身恐れを知らぬ剣が貫く目指す場所とはまだ見ぬ定め近づいてくる決戦の時